Hello. Hello, everybody. Happy Easter. Y'all, here come Cookie. Happy Easter. Let me go to the comments. Hey, Marlene. It was only 12 o'clock when I see your hand. Hurry up. It was 12:01 your time, 12 o'clock my time. How y'all doing on this Easter Sunday? Come on in the room. Where's my chapstick? Y'all, somebody stole my chapstick. I'm gonna have to go get it because I cannot do this. Move, Cookie. Y'all, Cookie's so messy. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Let me cut my stream on my other computer so that I can see what's going on. All right, let's get into it. Hey, Marlene. Hey, Deshonda. Hey, Tawana. Hey, Angela Jean. Hey, Juan Davis. Hello, Keontae. Hey, Mocha Mima. Hey, AC. Hey, brown skin girl, too. Hello there, Paulette. Good morning. Yeah, Verlene, don't be coming in here checking me the first comment. Get your ass in here. Move it. Oh, you ain't gotta go. I'm gonna have to go upstairs. I'm gonna have to go upstairs and get a Carmex. I'm gonna have to go up there and get a Carmex. I want those Cookie on my desk, y'all. Y'all think Cookie was on my desk? It is low enough for her to try to get up here. Because ain't nobody been in here but me and her. Since yesterday, at least. And I only used it. I had it down here. Cookie over there cutting up. She just came downstairs, y'all. So she probably going to start coming down here. So when I go upstairs to get some Carmex, I'm going to have to bring one of her doggy beds down here. Hey, Mary. Happy Easter. Hey, Cricket22. Happy Easter. Yeah, Cookie out here cutting up. Hey, somebody's mama. We here. Ooh. Y'all, and mess it is going to be. Please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Okay. Let me make sure I hit it. That's why I had to cut it on over here. See what's going on in this chat. 82 in the chat, only 50 likes. Come on, hit that like button. It's Easter Sunday. I know I look pitiful. Y'all know I just woke up. That's either here or there. Okay. Y'all see what Brown Skin said, and she ain't playing. Hey, Damita Joe. Hey, how I see it TV. Hello. Is that a channel? First time watching your live. And welcome. Y'all know we be cutting up over here. So y'all, we got to show out. So get them lights and stuff up and come on in the room. So how and why see it TV can be like, oh, this the one we gonna get up on. Okay. Every Sunday for the show recap. Hey, Creole girl. Hey, Regina Asbury. Somebody's mama, Berlin. Y'all better watch that video I put out. It was 1 hour and 25 minutes. Whew, I might have to call that a rant. Can y'all hear me? Because I don't got not one mic on. Y'all can hear me? Hey, AC. Hey, Dion Janet Jackson. Hey, you too cute. Hey, Neva. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Valencia. Hey, Avis. Y'all, Cookie stole my Carmex and don't think I ain't lying. Let me see here. So apparently y'all can hear me. Y'all, before we start the live, can I say one thing to y'all? Why don't y'all get off our head? When we make a mistake in our video, we be knowing. We don't need y'all highlighting in the comment 18,000 times. Y'all be on our head, especially when I have my little audio thing going on with this old mic over here. And now I have the new mic thanks to y'all tater tots. But yeah, so oh, and I'm live too. So brown skin girl, she know how to say the young lady's name right. The tater tot. Well, she a brownie and a mic dropper too. Hi, Cienta. I might have said it right too. That's how brown skin said. Thank you, Miss Brenda. Hey, AM. Thanks for subbing. Welcome to the tater tots. Thank you, AC. Did you see Stormy's live last night? Yeah, I watched some of it. The part that I watched, I recorded it. Because then Mel went live, so I had to try to catch that. I had to try to catch that, and then I was trying to upload my video at the same time. It took me a long time to get through that episode because I was so pissed. Like, I was so pissed. Hey, Trayvon. Hey, Jazzy J. Okay, Demeter Joe saw it last night. Hey, Ro reacts. All right. Get it. All right, y'all hear me. I hear you. You can hear. Oh, these mics must be the bomb then, because I didn't even have it on, and I didn't think it was even on. It's 2 of them, so I didn't even know that it was actually on still. Y'all, I'm gonna have to check this eye. Hey, no, the cat. Hey, Mom, Soul Star Music Clover. Oh, music lover. Y'all be talking about people that can't read myself. Hey, Liddell. Hey, Maya. Okay, loud and clear, loud and clear, loud and clear, loud and clear. Hey, Slick, happy Easter. Where you been? Hey, Patricia. Hey, Uppity. I watched your video last night. I share the same sentiment. Like, for whatever reason, I found it so funny. I think it's hilarious to me how thirsty Martel is over Melody. Like, and be talking cash junk about her, but you want to be in her presence so bad. Like, it's pathetic. Like, it is seriously pathetic. Okay. I was just watching a video from last night. Finish watching that sucker, okay? I need y'all to watch that video. I might can't drop it that late no more. Shoot. It was so many people live last night. I ain't get to catch nobody live. Because I was trying to catch those recordings on Instagram. Then I was trying to catch recordings on Instagram. And then I was trying to upload my video and do the thumbnail and all that type of stuff. I told Brown Skin to drop the mic. I said, I'm just out here a whole little hood rat with the little videos. They ain't bother putting no thumbnails on them. Y'all gotta forgive me. It is what it is. It is what it is, child. So yeah. Most of my little equipment is supposed to be coming today. So just a quick update. So your girl was able, like I said, thanks to my tater tots, I was able to order me a new chair. I ordered the little floor thing for the chair to roll on. And what else did I order? Because I need some arms on here. And it's too low. It's like I said, I'm too big and I'm scared I might fall out this chair. And what else? I ordered another keyboard instead of just getting one from going to the building and getting one. I just ordered another one because I have one. I have two laptops here, and you know I hate typing on laptop keyboards. So I ordered another keyboard, and with my new desk, of course, I can, put one keyboard over here for my notebook, not notebook, what is it called? A Samsung Note, that laptop. I don't know, y'all be all into this Apple stuff, but my little Samsung Note is the truth. Like, it's a touch screen. It turns into a tablet. It hooks up to everything I have. Well, I know the laptop's supposed to do that too. The Apple, what me and Brown Skin called a thing, an iBook. Yeah, I don't like Apple products. I am not a Apple girl. Like, I am an Android person. It's so simplified to me. This Apple stuff is confusing. The only thing I like on here is that you can do that AirDrop thing with like the videos and the pictures and stuff. But I wish you can AirDrop it to people that was other places, because sometimes me and Brown Skin don't be wanting to share like huge files and we can't. So we're gonna have to work on something. We need to just take a little IT class or something like that. But you know what? Samsung might have a way you can do it with that with the Android and my little Samsung Note. Okay. Yeah. Who knows? Let me see here. Okay, y'all speaking to each other. Yeah, you were still y'all, it was a struggle to get up. It was a struggle to get up. I don't know what's been going on with me these last couple of nights. Like, okay, uppity is speaking. Y'all speaking to each other. Paulette was. Miss Paulette, come into the room. That's exactly what I said. I said, what is going on with him? Like, they all kind of act in those like crackish ways, you know? Like, they so thirsty to talk to Mel. Like, I see if like you was needing something and something like that, they just are complaining like they don't talk to her. Like, stop it. Like, stop it for real. Like, stop it for real. And I kind of get what Mel was saying about with Stormy. Like, if you text me, and you know how we text back and forth, if you text me and I don't text you back, okay, I might let it go a couple days or whatever. Then I might be like, wait a minute, what's wrong with her? What's going on? If this is somebody that I text every damn day, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever y'all, however way y'all frequency was. If this is somebody that I'm doing this with frequently, I'm messaging them like, what's going on? Or like she said, like she called and she was like, yeah, I called. No, she didn't. She called that one time and she texted that one time and she didn't reply. And then she was like, boom, I got my storyline. Because I can't see you calling her, seeing that her number is disconnected. And especially because Stormy was one of the main ones that was hesitant about her even going to Destin with Martell. Why Martell has forgiven that, I don't know. But you see, Stormy was like, what? You going where with him? I don't think so. You shouldn't do that. Like, Stormy was the main one. So, like I said, why Martell would forgive that so easily, I don't know. And be so cool with Stormy, I don't know. But hey, pretty girl. We might
Hey. No, you brown skin.
Period.
Period.
Yeah, I don't know if, you know, if I don't think she called her. I don't think she called her. I think she just texted her that one time and was like, boom, here we go. And all this thoughts started running through her head about what she can, why she, because she already didn't like her.
Mm-hmm. So from jump.
Yeah, use that to continue on with some mess. Because like I said, if I call one of my friends and that phone disconnected, I'm calling your mammy. I'm wherever avenue I can get in touch with you. Hey, what's going on? What happened? Because your phone is disconnected, and you know I ain't just not paid it. So, and you know what I've been going through with my ex. So,
right, like why is it that they feel like she has to check on them and never the other way around? They always want her to chase them.
Yeah, yeah. Like, what do you want her to do? Like, it's still like she has 4 kids,
young kids at that.
She's doing like Stormy, whereas you says you have a warehouse that you have the people in your warehouse and stuff like that. What's going on? Like, you have a whole team that's doing this, packaging your products in the warehouse. She's doing this by herself. She doing it. She in there packing. Anytime you come down, you got 10 minutes to spare from an interview to a next interview, and you go down in a room and start packing the stuff, you ain't letting a minute get wasted.
Exactly.
She don't have the time. She don't have the time. And like I said, I see if you like, Mel, I want you for this campaign, and I can't get in touch with you.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all just was trying to call her. Get out of here.
Right. And like Mel had said, I don't know if you watched the interview with Carlos, she had mentioned like what she said doesn't really add up. On the reunion stage, it's, I'm just kind of getting to know her. I don't really know her. But then you act as if we had this relationship where we talked every day and we were besties, and now you feel a way that we don't talk every day. Which one is it?
Yeah.
Like, which one is it?
Yeah.
It's definitely giving. I need a storyline.
Yeah, and they don't have nothing to do. And I hope they don't start this mess with her and Courtney with this baby mess. Y'all, tell me something. What are we gonna do with Courtney?
What you mean by that? Elaborate. What you mean?
First and foremost, Exhibit A. Those sagging pants. I'm surprised they didn't have Gucci trimmed all around them and stuff like that. Like, I was just like, Courtney, what light skin say pull up, where the weed at? Like, Courtney,
too old for that.
Not only are you too old for that, you on this show talking about business that you're supposed to be talking about business. Your wife is saying that she's not ghetto and all this stuff. what is these pants?
Right.
I
Right.
don't care where you at.
Pull 'em
And why
up.
did he stretch that shirt out? When he sat down in the chair, like, I'm like, why is he stretching that shirt out like a kid? Courtney, we know that shirt is tight.
Ooh,
And you
child.
all sit there, and they literally showed him stretching it out. I was like, wow. Hey,
I didn't even
Crystal.
peep that. I have to look
Yeah, he
again.
was stretching it out like all over his, like,
Trying to sit, like pull it down.
yeah, like he damn near had it to his knees. I said, Courtney, what are we doing here? You should have
Right.
stretched it when you took it out the washing machine, because I know y'all don't take y'all stuff to the cleaners. The way you walk around there with them sagging pants, I don't know, trap queens and stuff like that, they do be taking that stuff to the cleaners all the time. Who
Do
knows?
they? I don't know.
Yes.
But I'm curious to see if they're gonna have all them people in the house like throughout the season, like they usually do. If you watch her live, there's always somebody there. I wonder if they're gonna have someone there because I'm sorry, but it gives me very much Trap House.
Yes. Like this the spot.
Mm-hmm. This
Like
the
Snoop
part,
Dogg
the
in the
party
spot.
house. Thanks. It's
Every
giving
time
very much
Dr. Dre
that.
wanted to take a nap for work or something, go to see, he was like, this a spot.
Snoop a fool. A complete and utter fool.
Hey, Keontae. Yeah, Keontae, I was about to say, you talking to yourself in third person, Martel and Slaw?
Always.
Cutting up.
Oh, did she speak to herself?
Oh, yeah. That's why I was like, okay, Keontae, you feeling yourself today. Sunday, hey, it ain't nothing wrong with it because you do be cutting up. Okay, still true.
Oh my gosh. Wait, I didn't even see it. She do be cutting up though. There's a list of them. Hey, Uppity. I don't know if I said hi before. Hey, Uppity. But yeah, they was
that day we was talking about these laptops. And what we say, yeah, the iBook and this and that we talking. I said, is it called an iBook?
I said, why you gotta add me into it? You ain't had to out me like that.
What you say? We out me like that.
Come on, bro. They done found us. They know we calling it an iBook. They know. They done got us. Like, nah, they got you. I keep it quiet. I don't mention it at all.
That's right. That's probably why we get along, because we love our androids. Hey, drop the mic.
Team Android. But yeah.
Period. Okay, so we all like our little Samsungs. We out here. Yes.
Right.
So what did you think about Stormy and her mom's conversation? How many people we got?
Yes, make sure your likes are up there. Y'all better make sure y'all hit that like button. Okay, so as it pertains to Stormy and her mother, first off, she gives me such Wanda vibes. She's not your baby. She is, but she ain't. She's a grown woman. Stop talking about protecting your baby or wanting to look out for your baby. Second, where was that same energy when you came across a person that didn't even let you come into her relaunch, the person who threw a chair at your daughter, the person who tried to fight your daughter, but for some reason you like her, you don't have that same energy. So don't say that you care for your daughter and your job is to protect your daughter when you can sit here and kiki and like the same person who assaulted and tried to assault your daughter with a weapon.
Like, and even like I said, with Stormy saying, you know, this, I'm gonna have to take the backlash for this. You ain't gotta take nothing. Betty Krueger, you do not control the damn world. Yes, she is taking backlash for it. And you said it. Even if she said, even if it's gonna cause me harm, she said she didn't give a. So that's what I'm saying. Like, her and Wanda try to act like they trying to ride for their kids so bad. Even Miss Marlene, even at the detriment of their kids' sanity. If you know your daughter
Mm-hmm.
is suicidal, have the damn time and having mental issues that she
Mm-hmm.
claimed, allegedly, I'm gonna say that because I don't know, I half-ass be believing it.
Me too.
I wouldn't want
Me
to put
too.
them in that spot. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't want to put them in that spot.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
it's and she would have. I was like, you got to get the fuck up out of here right now. Like you got to leave my home now, then,
Yeah, it's
because I
asinine.
can't do this.
Yeah, it's asinine. Like you, in essence, are pretty much just saying you don't care what your daughter has to go through, which again, it goes in opposition of what you're claiming. If you want to protect your daughter and all of that good stuff, you wouldn't be out here creating situations that is going to put your daughter in the center and in the pit of the fire at all. If your goal and your aspiration is to protect, make sure your daughter is good, all of that, you wouldn't be out here doing all of that nonsense. You wouldn't be. You wouldn't be. That doesn't even make sense. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. It's like a complete contradiction of itself. You say you didn't like Mel's vibe, right? That's fine. Not everyone get along. I can sense a vibe, but like I think you had mentioned, you didn't like her from jump before you even met her. So that's
right.
stupid. But even if you say, okay, I didn't like her vibe, whatever, fine. But keep that same energy across the board. You didn't like her energy, even though she did nothing. Cool. But then when you come across Destiny, someone again who has tried to assault your daughter, talk trash about your daughter, try to make your daughter out to be a liar, all of that stuff, you didn't have that same energy. And then again, the whole online thing, you're doing the complete opposite of what you claim you're trying to do, which tells me you're out here really about yourself. I think a lot of times these mothers, they're just self-centered. So they're willing to use their daughter's clout or whatever the case may be in order to get a little bit of attention, the attention they're lacking in other departments or whatever the case may be. But why are you interacting with people your daughter's age is beyond me.
Yes.
It's
And
beyond
Stormy
me.
she hasn't been able to get along with any of her friends. And my thing is, since you had
Okay.
this whole notion about Mel, you didn't get that notion about Destiny. You didn't get that notion about the Scots or anything like that. But minds think alike, okay? Because
Mm-hmm.
when y'all noticed that when Wanda had that stuff going on, when they had that brawl last May, Stormy mama said she liked Wanda food. Stormy said did not like it. That mess was trash.
It was,
Um,
yeah.
Mama liked it. Her mama was talking good
Mm-hmm.
about it. I think she was out there talking to Wanda already because she already didn't like Mel.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Well, we already know there's been a track record of her not liking Mel for years now. So it's very, and remember when they were inside, Mel had asked, and Stormy was like, "Oh, my mother's outside. She's in the car. It's too hot." Now she was probably outside, like you said, talking to Wanda. She was up there, like, whatever, chumming it up, and it's disgusting. And they act just alike, to be honest. It's not
Yeah.
far fetched that they would be buddy buddy. They
And
act just
that
alike.
smirk on Stormy's face told a lot. That
Mm.
smirk that she had on her face, it told everything. It told that she think this is a joke and not all like that. Now I am starting to think that Stormy is a scam. I think she came on the scene as a scam. I think she has made some money, but I don't think she's made what she's thought that what she's saying that she's made because
Mm-hmm.
she having too many problems with shipping out those products. So it's given that you doing some type of little all that pre-order stuff, all that stuff to me is giving scam vibes. And but one thing she gonna mess up is because she came on this show thinking it's gonna get her something more, but it's looking like that her coming on this show is exposing her scam activities to me.
Yeah, I think it's funny because Mel had made mention yesterday about people using her to get on the show. And I think that was Stormy. I think that
Yeah.
was definitely Stormy.
because you knew you didn't like me before then. So why would you even try to get on? Why would you even want to get on the show? And then her mama
Exactly.
talking about her using her house. They had that on they had it on what you call that thing on her a Facebook group. I read a message last night on the Facebook group talking about it was okay for Mel to have Stormy's number or call Stormy, be in contact with Stormy when she wanted to use her house and for parties and video or whatever, but she can't use her number for something else. I'm like, first of all, Mel got Stormy number. Stormy didn't have hers. Okay. Mel not complaining about not talking to Stormy. Stormy is complaining about not talking to Mel. And I wish people would stop using that like it was some type of flex, because that's a location just like she would have used for any other video. So I'm quite sure Stormy got paid for them using her house on that show.
I highly believe, I highly believe that is the case, because Mel's not the type to take advantage of somebody anyways. Like I don't see her mooching off of somebody and not giving them something in return.
Yeah.
Like something, whether it's some type of connection, whether it's monetary, something. She gave her something, trust me.
Yeah, people like her usually don't just go off the whim with a person and just like, okay, I just want to, use your house and not even extend an offer to pay for it. And she seems like the type of person that anytime that she asks you for something, she's offering to pay you for it. Whether you accept it or not, that's up to you. But it seems like she said several times, like, "Oh no, let me give you what? How much I owe you? Nope, how much I owe you, or whatever the case may be." I don't see her as the type of person that's just gonna assume that the person's gonna do it for free. If not even that, then it's worked into a deal with production where we're gonna use this location. You're gonna get this type of exposure, or whatever the case may be. We're gonna expose your business on the show, which is also payment.
Exactly, and it makes sense.
From Love and Marriage Huntsville from that serum. Just because you didn't start off on this show with that serum, you definitely got more customers by being exposed on this show, because a lot of us had not heard of that before.
Me included. Like I never heard of Canvas. I never heard of Stormy. I never would have known if it wasn't for the show. Now, as for her, Mel using her house, I think that was even part of her way of getting her onto the show. Like not forcing Carlos's hand, but bringing her to the forefront. Like, look, and again, I don't take Mel as the type to do anything without expecting to give some type of payment. Even when Dusty had her little event and Mel was gonna sponsor, she never got back to her. She actually got Stormy to sponsor for her, which was shady. It looked like they had some type of connection, and maybe they did that whole fake beef for a storyline for both of them. But nonetheless, I digress. She still gave Dusty that money.
Yeah.
If she was tight on money, she'd have been like, "Oh, you don't need it? Okay, cool. It's gonna stay right in my purse." And y'all know Dusty cashed that check.
Not Stormy's. What Destiny like? Destiny, why do you always have this? Why do you always have these sponsorships? Like, what are they sponsoring? Like, I think they must, like, she must be the charity and they're giving the money to her, because, like, what are these sponsorships that you always asking them for money for?
Exactly. Especially when you have nothing to show.
Right.
You have nothing to show for it.
What club is going to, what charity is actually going to. It seems like you sponsoring your damn pockets with this. They sponsoring you. And then she got mad when her Stormy said her attorney was like, "No, that's not a good one. Like, no, we're not doing this." Because they probably like, go ahead.
Yeah, like it doesn't make sense to. And I'm just like you said, Dusty, what are you doing with all this money? She got the sponsorship from Stormy. Mel still lined her pocket with her money for the sponsorships. She still gave her that. She got the what are those, the checks that they were giving out? Oh, what were those checks called to help the businesses? The PPP loans. She got that. But then it's like when you aren't paying the your rent, and aren't paying, allegedly not paying your rent, allegedly not paying your employees, it makes you wonder, like, allegedly not paying your utilities. Where's this money going? To fly old boy from St. Louis to Huntsville to act like y'all got something going on? Like,
Right.
come on. Where is that money going? Like you said, I think the sponsorships were to fund her or to line her pockets, because there's nothing that has come of it.
Yeah, I
Nothing.
agree. I don't, and I was like, it's not even like she even fake pretend to announce what is going on with her, what she using the money for. She just called it a sponsorship. That's all she talks about is these sponsorships, and that
Mhm.
be it. So I'm like, I don't know, it's giving fake and fugazi. What did you think about Mel and Kimmy's demeanor
Okay.
yesterday when they first met up?
Oh, okay, when they were the first scene. Um it was giving, I don't want to say fake, but a little bit more put on than, natural. Um it was like, we have to do this scene. Hey, we're cordial, but like, I don't really F with you. Like, in my opinion, I just,
Given.
yeah, it just didn't seem like it was a natural, like, interaction at all. Like, you can tell when something is genuine, when something's real. Hey, how you doing? Y'all sit down. But it was very like, so how's thing going? Yep, it's good.
Yeah, like they gotta give
Did
you
you enjoy
the
your,
name.
yeah, you enjoyed your birthday? Yep, it was good. Did you enjoy your holiday? Yep, it was good. You like, well, damn, y'all might as well just go home. Like, why are we doing this? Why is we doing this? So yeah, it was given kind of like we were like cordial, but not like, I don't really.
Y'all
I
are
think I
about to
think
cuss me out. Wait a
I think
minute.
Mel is being nice to her on the strength of the whole situation.
They about to
Because
cuss me out, brown skin.
why?
I got this.
What?
Y'all seen I just
You just
chewed
found
Cookie
it?
out of my Carmex. It was sitting right
Why?
here all the time.
If it was a snake, it'd have bit you. How you?
So
How you?
and this motherfucker playing games on me. I looked, oh, y'all see me looking on this damn desk.
You definitely was looking around. You was like, who took you picking stuff up, looking around? Poor
And it
Cookie
was
over
just
there got blamed, and Cookie ain't even do nothing. Talking about some, my desk is low enough for her to come up here. Dang. See how Cookie, I got your back, okay? Don't let her talk to you any type of way, because she be lying half the time on you. Cookie. You
Cookie.
can't
Oh my
blame. I
God.
can't talk trash because I be blaming everything on my kids. And then later on, I'll find out I did. I'll be like, y'all still made me do it.
They wouldn't understand it anyway.
Facts. Yo, oh, I'm terrible with that. Yeah.
Hey y'all, it was a mess. I cannot believe it.
I'm mad at you for that. Poor Cookie.
Yeah,
Cookie,
Kimmy
see?
and Mel was just, I mean, not Cookie and Mel.
Not Cookie and Mel. Mel,
I
you out
can't
here
believe
doing scenes with Cookie.
y'all to show y'all.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Cookie and Mel, they did a scene together.
Right, might as well be. Cause Kimmy, ooh, and y'all, when I tell y'all, Maurice can't stand Mel. Maurice cannot stand Mel. He cannot stand her.
I agree.
He's jealous of her. He not. I told y'all, like, I don't like to be saying stuff about people being jealous of people, but this show, like, really showed, like, highlight, like, jealousy
It's
and what it looks
jealousy.
like exactly, to people. Like, he is like so like he's slick with his though. Like he kind of slick with his, like Kimmy is.
I was
But
gonna say
Marie
Kimmy does the same thing.
He cannot stand Melody, and you can tell that him and Kimmy be having a time talking crap about her. He can't stand Melody. Ooh. You can see it in his face. He can't hide it no more.
Ooh, he was sitting there like,
when is she leaving? He acted like almost like, you know what? I think they kind of act like since Mel left Martell, they don't want to leave their wives around her so that their wives can see how good she's doing without him and get any ideas.
Yes. That's why they hated the whole notion to begin with.
Yeah. Kimmy would be the first person that could do that. You're like Kimmy could drop him and still do way better without him. And then she don't have no attachments, like as far as kids and all of that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
They ain't been married that long. She can come up and get her a better man and stuff like that. I think that's why he is really on, like, he don't want Mel talking to Kimmy at all.
At all. No, I agree 100%. That's
no idea.
They hate that about Mel. They hate how not only was she strong enough to leave, but she's actually prospering too. Oh, they do not want that. You seen him sitting there watching them have the conversation like, I ain't leaving y'all alone. I think they had to make him leave.
Right.
Like, all right, Maurice. Like,
this is not the
right.
Like it was 20 minutes ago. Like, why are you sitting there looking like a fool, like a little creep? I hate when men don't do that, like, automatically. Like, if your friends come over to your house and your man is there, usually he get right on up and either he gonna leave the house, he gonna go outside to do something in the garage, he gonna go in his cave, go up in the room, something. He not gonna sit there with y'all like
kicking it.
I will say who boyfriend do that, but I ain't gonna say it because I think she be watching my show sometimes.
Wait.
Yes, Lady B. I did blame it's
Cookie.
not nobody.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Right.
But yeah, she blamed Cookie. Hard body. Okay. Cookie took all the blame. She was convinced that Cookie had Carmex on her lips, and she was blaming Cookie. Straight blaming Cookie.
I did not say Cookie used it. I was looking around and she had chewed it up. Cookie ought to be ashamed of herself.
How you still gonna say Cookie ought to be ashamed of herself? Cookie over there like,
like, I know you lying.
I do that this time. Like, yeah, the piss on the carpet, yeah, that was me, but the Carmex wasn't me. Cookie like, I can't catch a break. She's gonna be nibbling at you.
Why she went back downstairs like, I'm about to take this bullshit. Like, nah, nobody on Carmex. ain't had nothing left in it.
I did try to use it. It wasn't nothing there.
And I put it back. You know what? That's what she was doing. I figured it out. That's what she was doing. Because like I told y'all, she don't come down here when I'm down here. That's what her little slick ass was doing. Trying to put, that's what she came over here for. To slip it back on this desk.
We would have seen it. Not you still trying to justify it. Leave Cookie alone. She snuck it on the table when I wasn't looking.
What? That's what she was doing the whole time. This was not on this desk. I'm telling y'all. So now all of a sudden she come down here when I'm down here, culling up, trying to slip that Carmex back on that desk.
Slipped it back. She said, I forgot. I put it up. I took it away and slipped it on back right behind your back. Poor Cookie.
Right, anonymous, straight BANs. I'm sick of them. I am so sick of them. And yeah, I said, but that phone call with
Martel.
Melody and Kimmy, that mock phone call, that
Oh,
what do y'all think about that? Because I at that point, because I was watching the episode and then I was stopping do the recording. I just knew it was Destiny. But that phone call sounded like how it was with Stormy. When she called Stormy, actually called Stormy. So I said, wait a minute now, because I was like, oh, that's Destiny. That's her calling Destiny to invite Destiny. And I'm like, I noticed they didn't say Destiny name or nothing like that. The whole episode, they didn't say her name so that
she wasn't there, or it didn't seem like she was there.
She not right. So they did that, and I she was pretending like she was Destiny. But when I heard Stormy's call, I said, "Oh my God, that was Stormy. She was impersonating Stormy."
That's crazy. I didn't even put that together. I was assuming she was like doing a general overall as far as like everybody that she would come in contact with between Martel, Tisha. I didn't even think Stormy originally, just because I mean we knew somewhat that they kind of fell out, but I didn't think it was this early on. Like I didn't think it actually started happening till like sometime in the season. Excuse me. So I thought Tisha, Martel, I didn't even think Destiny, to be honest with you. I didn't think Destiny, because we also know that Kimmy seems to possibly allegedly be shading Destiny. Well, she did the last episode, I think it was, during the reunion, and then they're saying that she doesn't follow her on IG anymore. So,
but she I think Kimmy just was, I think Kimmy somehow probably found out about the rumors about Destiny and Martell, or she heard about the facts about it, or she knows something more about it, and that's why she switched up on Destiny. Kimmy seemed like the type that don't want somebody around her man as if she got a prize. Kimmy, don't nobody want Marlene.
right.
Like,
But you know what?
Like, why?
But Dusty is the type of that seemed like she would take a Maurice too, though. And if it's true what they're alleging, her and Marceau had a thing. So if you'll do anything with that, then I don't know. She clearly has no limits. But I wonder, because okay, so Kimmy, when it came to the whole coleslaw thing, we can't hear you. Or is it just me?
My son said hi. Tell him hi.
Oh.
Happy Easter, y'all.
Oh no, I'm about to take you off of here. I'm gonna take this part out of my live because it sounds like a perv. Get out of here.
You say I'm gonna take this part out of my live.
Get from me. Goodbye. Now you about to get put out my show. And I hope you're not subscribed to my channel because I'm blocking you. Love you too. Happy Easter. All right.
Happy
bye.
Easter. Not you blocking them. Gee.
Right. You're blocked.
On Resurrection Sunday. Blocking everybody. But yeah, so with Kimmy, I'm just like, I don't know, because when it came to coleslaw, she had all types of grace till it, but you're right. She had grace till it fell into her lap. When it started becoming a thing that affected her household, yeah, that's when she started drawing lines and is saying like, nah. So yeah, you're right on that. So maybe
that means that, like you said, it fell in her household. That means she like, oh no, she ain't about to be trying to come over here and mess with Maurice and have him get, because she knows she the breadwinner, using my money and whatnot.
And they had that whole scene together. What was it? A couple seasons ago. Maybe it just seems like, honestly, always kind of been a thing between the three of them. Like it's always been weird. They had that whole threesome narrative going on at the Taco Tuesday. Then when they were at Madani, I think this was for her. This was for her relaunch. They were drinking, and she like Destiny was like, "Kimmy, you have to look into my eyes while you take a drink, or you're gonna have bad, X for a year or for a lifetime." Whatever her little thing was.
Wasn't that her
No,
and
she did
Mel?
that with Mel too, but that was at Mel's house when they were sitting down right after the divorce. That was early season 3. I think it was the first episode. But she also did that to Kimmy at Madani. That's why I'm like, she's big weird because she gives me like she said BDE vibes. Like she thinks she a dude. Like in my opinion, I feel like she thinks she's a dude. So she did that whole thing, and then it was just the whole she got a prize or whatever and gave them the money for or the trip for their honeymoon. It's just been a lot when it comes to them. The three of them. I'm just Didi said Cookie is innocent, period. Right. Innocent until proven guilty. Free Cookie. Not free Cookie. Oh my gosh. Well, you don't stand a chance against Cookie, Tay. Goodness gracious. Everybody said free Cookie. Oh my
God. Keontae, Tay can't blame the kids, so she blamed Cookie.
Lord. Right, they too old. She can't blame them. I blame the kids because they still young. That is poor Cookie.
No Cookie like I know Cookie.
Cookie is innocent. Listen,
Cookie Mel around here. Y'all treat Cookie like she Mel and I'm the snots.
Cookie is innocent as innocent can be. Leave our Cookie. Yo.
So I saw a little paw behind you. Thank you. Yes.
Like, don't you? Not a little paw. Slick for real. Y'all just
gonna throw over here. Slick.
No.
My girl Slick. My girl Slick.
Come on, Slick. Nah, don't do Cookie like that.
Cookie is a mess, y'all.
That don't.
So why I got on this other laptop, I got my video plan on here so I can keep an eye on the watches and stuff, the lights and all that. So the video come on the thing before. This video must have been like a marathon or something because it's still playing. Like the live stream haven't actually came. I'm on YouTube now, mind you. This is on YouTube. The live stream haven't came on, and it still has 6 minutes left on this thing with Steve Harvey and some. What is this? Elevate You. Yeah, this is a mess. Yeah, that video is long. I hope I get paid off of it because I'm sure watching it. I mean, I got a plan.
It's an ad?
Yeah, it's an ad.
Oh, wow. I ain't never seen no ad that long.
Right. Y'all know how long I put the thing up here. It's still playing. It's
wow.
Steve Harvey and stuff. So they must pay for this for a long time because this ad it got skip it, but I'm not skipping it. I'll let the ads play through. And I'm wondering like why haven't the live stream came on this thing yet? And this video, it got 6 minutes left on it. Dang. Yeah, a mess.
No, I have seen, I have seen some ads where you'll think it's a whole video, like the way it goes on and on and on. Yeah, that's crazy. But I just never seen it in any of our videos. Like usually they're nice and short, but I don't blame you. I will let it play too.
Slick, I don't think that Kimmy been telling Mel about Stormy. I think Kimmy been involved when Stormy all them been talking about Mel. I just think Kimmy has been there because like I said, that phone call, that mock phone call, it was given Destiny at first. It was given what we know of Destiny. But when Mel actually called Stormy, I said, wow, wait a minute. This is Stormy. That mock was Stormy.
But they have been all hanging around. So I don't put it past them to be having conversations about her when they're all hanging, when they're all, doing whatever they do. And we've
Yeah.
only seen some of the times they've hung around. That doesn't even mean that's all the times that they've hung around each other, So they could be on the phone. They could be, who knows what. Ooh.
Yeah, they slick. They are slick, and I don't put nothing past them. I don't put
Right.
nothing past. You
Very
give me the 250
well.
likes, and I'll drop the link.
Drop the link,
250
Tay.
likes,
Drop it.
250 likes. Where is drop the mic? She was in the chat, but y'all, she got some pressing concerns going on. She'll talk about it on her channel. Okay.
Yes,
Y'all,
child.
her device is not connecting.
Who?
Drop the mic. It say you're not connecting. I'm gonna ban you from the studio.
How you go from not connecting to banning? Those are two totally different things now.
Right.
Oh my Lord. Come on, y'all, get the likes up. What do you think about Marlene in her enabling ways?
Oh Lord. When I tell y'all that episode really like triggered me, and I don't know if it's because like I see my mom do that with my brother, like enable him in certain things, but until like I said, I feel in my video, I feel like Martel has very much so blown up on his mom before. Like he just, when he get in his zones, I feel like he has blown up on her before. But I just her saying all these things that Mel is doing to him, like all of that, everything she says is because she won't take him back. Why she talking about you to the kids? No, she not. It's just because she won't take him back. It's this and that. She's doing this because she won't take you back. Like that's all of that stuff is equates to she won't take him back. Like stop the mess. Like she made me so mad last night. And Martel just at the end at the episode when he was like, why are you doing this to me? When I tell y'all I would have lit that mother bar, that lounge, everything up, it would have been everything that was going on. Production, they would have had, or they would have playing that footage in the courtroom. Okay.
He would have had something on me at that moment.
Like he's some type of victim. Like, and he was getting irritated. And I hate when men do that manipulative mess. Like they're getting mad, like because you asking them something that they don't want to answer when they know they wrong. And he like, why are you doing it? What to you? What? Y'all take over. Because what I gotta say is can only be said.
He's a BAN. You already know. Like, period. Period. He has issues. Y'all know what his problems is. This nigga just don't want nobody to. He wants Mel back, but he don't want to admit to the world that he wants her back because he done dogged her out so bad to the world, call her hoes, saying she's this. I don't want you. You slept with too many men. He know that was a lie. He knew it was a lie.
Yeah, he definitely knew it. He definitely knew it.
Being a jerk.
Yeah. And honestly, like I said yesterday, what aggravated me was and maybe even triggered me, I'd say, is the fact that he really thinks that he can do all types of things to her, right? And because he now stopped today,
it's supposed to be over.
Everything that happened yesterday, the day before that, the week before that, you're supposed to just magically forget all the turmoil, all the defamatory things. It's like you're supposed to forget about it because now I want a co-parent.
Yeah, I want us to get along. And I'm telling y'all, I'm still stuck on the fact that I believe that he only is playing nice because that ish happened with him and Slaw on that Friday. He has been playing nice since that day. All of a sudden now you acting like y'all talking, like everything is so coochie crunch. No, No. Something happened on that day. And I also believe that's why he told that big gigantic lie that they ain't featuring the kids on there. The kids was in the first scene of the goddamn episode.
So couldn't
Mhm.
even get out of the scene without them being on there in a little
Right.
pajama.
Right. So are they? So if they not being seen, they could have easily cut that part. They didn't cut it because that was a freaking lie. You don't have the kids, so you trying to. So because you can't feature them, you don't want her to feature them. So I feel like that lie is kind of. I mean, this is my theory, and this is all alleged. Okay, let me say that. But I feel that if I had to guess or be a betting woman, something happened. They got detained. Whatever happened with that situation, it affected the custody thing somehow, or it was some emergency thing that was put into a situation. And because he don't want to admit to that, because then that would mean that he came on live that Saturday morning with Slaw and lied. He gonna pretend like he gonna make up a lie to tell a lie on top of a lie. So now it's, well, we're not featuring our kids. Bullshit. The kids is featured with her with no problem. You're not featuring them because they're not with you, or they can't be with you probably. Like, I just think he's
Part.
lying.
That
What y'all
part.
think?
Right.
Yeah. I think that
Your
might
futures
very
are
well
done.
be it. Yeah, that might very well be it. And you know what? I think he's also probably trying to just switch the narrative, like so that
Mm-hmm.
we'll focus on the kids not being seen and not talking about what happened allegedly. That what we
Exactly.
believe happened. So
Yep.
it's all a tactic. Like we can't believe hardly anything that come out of Martel's mouth. Like
He
When
like
he told
lies for no reason.
going back
for
to
real.
jail, he lied on himself when he said us going back to jail. I said, I mean,
Well, it was a
yeah,
Freudian slip.
not going back, but
That was
Right.
never there.
Exactly.
Like, sir, shut up.
Like, like, stop lying all the time. And then I just asked, Mel called me, and Mel talk about, do you got it? Mel ain't call your ASS. Stop lying.
Exactly.
And she wouldn't have called you. She would have called her lawyer if there was a defamation lawsuit.
Exactly.
what
Like
about
you
when
were so
she called him?
yeah.
Huh?
When she called him to invite him to the party. That
Oh,
was
that was so funny. But you know what? I was reading people comments, and they were saying that they caught her in a lie, because how is he gonna ask her to pray if she didn't talk to him? Was her first time hearing her voice. I was like, y'all ever heard an email?
no, that wasn't
She
even
didn't
it.
never
You
say
had
she
mentioned
talked
it.
to him.
No, you know what it was? Martel actually, I think Martel was the one that said it in the first scene. They went to the children's event.
Christmas
It was like a
thing. That's
Christmas
what it
event,
was.
and he asked her to pray. He seen her there and asked her to pray about it. It was
Yup.
nothing about her calling him or emailing him or anything like that. So for people who's trying to push that narrative, try
Oh, it's the
again.
male haters. It's the male haters. They was like, she's such a liar, and that's why she has no friends, and this, that, and the other. And I was like, they make me sick, always trying to find some kind of fault in her. But the bottom line is that she never said that she said that he hadn't heard her voice on the phone in months because he ain't got her number. Okay. The last time Martel had her number, he was hacking her phone allegedly.
Yeah, they find anything, like even with that, it don't matter how she communicated it to him. It's
Right.
a no.
It's a no.
Like, why are you asking? And then just like how he's like, yeah, I asked Mel to pray for us to get back cool. And co-parenting, things of that nature. And Mel's like, he asked me to take him back.
Exactly. She told the truth. And they always be like, why she always think he want her? Because he does. Like he does. I don't care what kind of lies he telling y'all. He begging Mel. He is begging this woman every time he's in her presence. That's why he wanted to walk her to the car, and she's like, "Hell to the no, to the no, no, no."
Him or her don't have to say nothing. Like if you can't see that, you need to go and join Martel's therapy session with him as well.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know why some women are so angry that he actually want her back, that he actually want her, or whatever the case may be. No matter what his selfish reasons for wanting her, he wants her back.
He wants her, right? Like you said, it could be narc reasons or whatever, but he wants her and that family back. That's why the first scene, he was sitting there telling his mama, I just miss my family. I just miss my family. That's why I'm in therapy now. She like, what you in therapy for? Let me tell you something, Miss Marlene. Because of you. He need to be in therapy. He need to be in therapy 7 days a week because you don't think that this man do nothing wrong, and that's the reason why he has spent his whole life thinking that he ain't did nothing wrong. This nigga is inhaling these drapes over here. I'm sorry. Let me push mute.
He needs to be in-house therapy. Like he needs to stay at the facility like they do, like when you like in rehab for alcoholism and stuff like that. He needs to be in there for some type of time, because something like, I just don't know. And when she was saying, ain't no, what's wrong with you?
Right. She was and then I didn't like that comment that she made when she said, you need to stop making the kids think their dad is a monster. What? I don't even think Mel says anything bad about Martel around the kids. Now, I know she's not perfect, and I ain't trying to profess that she is. However, the only person that have a proven track record of talking horrible about the other parent is him. He have actually uploaded audio where we could hear him questioning the kids about Mel. So he's the only one that has a proven track record of alienating the other parents. So Marlene, what are you talking about?
Drop the mic. Even when they had that one comeback group meeting to dissolve everything or whatever, and he came the kids and he left and was like, what you gonna continue to do, keep neglecting the kids, and left and stuff, and then had to turn his beetle looking ass right back around to have this same neglectful woman simmer your child down because you couldn't.
Exactly
Not calm down, because when they got in that car, I think Martel was talking about Melanie so bad, and like it probably just hurt her feelings to hear him saying that stuff that he was saying about her. I think he was talking about Melanie like a dog in that car, and that's why she wanted her mama. He probably was saying all type of stuff what he was gonna do to her, and all time y'all ain't going back to y'all mama. She did, she that, he probably was always talking about that girl to them, and
that's why she was so upset. Mel, can you come outside?
Here no more, or something like that. Like what? And that's probably why she couldn't calm down. And he probably was like, let me get her back to her mama. So it's gonna be okay, baby. I was just talking, and she probably would not calm down because he probably said he was gonna do something to her, or that they wasn't gonna see her anymore.
Yeah, it was something weird that he did.
He probably said something along the lines of the getting custody and you'll never see her again.
Yeah, I said this is a mess. He ought to be ashamed of himself. And Marlene, if I was Melanie, I wouldn't say another word to her a day in my life either. I'll tell you.
I just think
my brother around them. I don't want them around your mammy.
Yo, drunk a mammy, okay? And here's the thing, because she was like, we all make mistakes. Martel made more than just one mistake. This man completely demolished his family and his children, and he destroyed his wife and attempted to destroy her reputation. That's not a mistake. That's sickness. Okay? He's weird. Period. So,
Right.
Emotional.
And the fact
yeah.
that she keeps making excuses for him as if he's just this great guy is sick. You're the reason why he's the way he is.
The outcome
No,
may not,
real talk.
but what he was doing was very much so intentional. He didn't make a mistake, just like when Carlos said it. He didn't make a mistake. This was something that was a habit.
Yep. Yep. That was not a mistake. He was doing because he couldn't get his way. He was basically a grown 40-something-year-old man having a temper tantrum like a 3-year-old. He couldn't get his way, so he started doing ignorant, stupid things in order to besmirch her character and just all of that stuff. So when she keeps saying, "Oh, he just made a mistake," everybody's entitled to make a mistake. Marlene, you and them Rastafarian braids need to go sit down somewhere. And I love braids, but I don't like them on her.
She looks so beautiful. You see how she when she walked in there, I thought somebody was dragging a mop in there. Like,
You know how before you start mopping, it's up. You hold the mop upside down sometimes.
right, and just throw it through the air up there. Wow.
She did
All
look
she needed
beautiful.
was a witch, a destiny to be on her back. It don't look like a witch on a broom. I said, wow. Like,
Oh, you are a mess.
Right.
my boy.
Yeah. She didn't even know what a facial was. What y'all doing to my boy? Girl, if you don't please be quiet. I'm so sick of these grown A women calling their kids boys and babies. And that's what's daggone freaking Nestle Crunch Face Betty said. She basically was like, "Oh, my baby." She's not a baby. She's a grown A woman with her own child. I'm not gonna let anybody mess with my baby. Okay, so but you let Destiny almost take her whole head off with a chair, and you went and took your face down there with flowers and a Gucci purse, and she put y'all out before she let y'all in. Let's not forget that. Okay, let's not forget that she almost took her whole head off with a chair, and they got to arguing on national TV. But yet your issue is with Mel because you don't like the way she moved. Make it make sense, child.
Right.
You can't make it make sense. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. And as for Marlene, it's like, yeah, everyone's entitled to make mistakes. That's what we do. But the problem is that your son never tries to fix himself after his mistakes, and not to mention, you're part of the problem that he doesn't want to change or fix his errors because you keep making excuses and telling him there ain't nothing wrong with him. Like, you can't make a mistake and not correct it, but then think people are supposed to just be okay with what you do.
And the thing is, too, like, what mistake did he make? All y'all keep saying is he made a mistake. What mistake did he make?
Right. Call it by name.
He kept slipping up and falling into a bird's nest.
Right. Say what he did.
Literally.
You can go work and see that that's not a real mistake. And that's something that he just kept doing over and over and over and over again. That's not a mistake. Okay?
Exactly.
Yes.
Quit trying to cover up and what all this mess that he's created. Quit trying to cover it up with just a simple word, mistake. What did he do?
It's way more than a mistake. You destroyed your family, you idiot. You destroyed your family. You destroyed your income. You destroyed your mama because she had to go back to janitoring again.
Yeah. That's probably why she looked like a broom and a mop so damn bad now.
She started blending in with her surroundings.
She's blending in with her tools, the tools that she used to work with.
Right, when she don't want to go to work, she just go up against the wall and blend right in with the rest of the body.
Let me just stand here at attention. I'm the mop for today.
Right. But that's
They
the thing
probably
to
walk
your
in and be like,
point.
"Oh, Marlene, let me use you to sweep this little mess up."
Oh, that is her job. She is the broom, huh?
She is
The broom
the
and the
broom
mop.
and the mop.
I can't. No, but you're right, Tay. Like, you can't call it a mistake when you keep doing something too. That's no longer a mistake. That's no longer a mistake. You can't call it a mistake when you keep doing it. That's
And
just a
why do
habitual
just because you
offender.
made a mistake, it doesn't mean that Mel has to forgive you. Like, it doesn't mean not even to forgive you. It doesn't mean that she has to take you back because you called it a mistake. Because when you kept making that same mistake over and over and over again, and she was saying, "Look, like, what are we gonna do? Like, you're not gonna keep doing this," and you were saying she gonna take it. So that means that it was intentional because you wanted her to abide by the mistake. You wanted her to get with the program. So it wasn't
Absolutely.
you was trying
Yeah,
to create
he wanted her to allow him to have his pigeon and have her too. He wanted her to sit back and stop complaining and stop telling the world, "Why don't you shut up? Shut up. Be quiet. Why don't you be quiet, Mel?" He didn't want her to tell the world that he was a cheating piece of you know what, okay, and that he wasn't leaving that pigeon alone, and that he was destroying their family. And and another thing, like, he didn't even, it's like he wanted, it's like what he wanted is so weird. It's like he wanted her to be a human yo-yo. Like, when I want you here, I want you to cook, clean, take care of the kids, do their hair, whatever, take care of me sexually, all of these things, keep me happy. And then at the same time, I want you to be a CEO, a CFO, start these business, like, dude. And meanwhile, what are you going to do?
because that's the whole thing. You need all this catering for what? If
Exactly.
you want to profit off of your skills, get into pornography, because it's not gonna work here. Like the
And it ain't gonna work there either with that small thing.
You can't afford. You not paying the cost to be the boss. So you can't
That part.
afford have me letting you lay up with other women and, like you said, be the CEO, CFO, every damn thing in the company on down for everything, and then do all this other domestic stuff. And then what's left for you since your mama think you was doing so much work?
Exactly. Because you was wearing my boy out. You was wearing him out. You spoiled. You spoiled. No, I expected for him to do his part in a marriage. We had 3, almost 4 kids at the time. I wasn't spoiled. I was what you call a CEO, something you've never heard of because you've never probably met one, nor have you ever been in the company of one. Ever.
That's what
Ever.
I said in my review. Mel did something for your son that she couldn't do. She gave him confidence. She gave him all type of a lifestyle that he would not never had if he wasn't with her. Well, I ain't gonna say never, but he probably would not have had, because we see how it is when he doesn't have her. She even provided you with the taste of a good life that you probably had worked your whole life, and now you got a chance to just sit back and enjoy being a grandmother. They gave you this house, whatever. I don't know if they gave it to her, but whatever, with the house, they built you a house. All of these things that you would not have had either if he hadn't been with a person like Mel. But you sit there and try to
That part.
her name.
Right. Like, it's like, and then you actually, and I don't know, I can't prove this. This is all alleged. Like, did she encourage him to try to go for full custody? Because let's keep it 100. That would have been, to me, one of the, that is horrible if she encouraged him to apply for full custody, because she knows, just like everybody else know, that he didn't have the capability of taking care of those kids full time, physically or financially. Let's just call a spade, okay?
That's
he just
facts.
wanted them for props.
Facts. Because even when they were first about to get divorced, Mel was jokingly telling her, like, I guess you're gonna be helping him, and she's like, I ain't helping. I did my job, or whatever she said. So I wonder if she was a part of trying to enable him to get the kids, because you are trifling. And even if you weren't part of enabling it, you knew it was happening. And at some point in time,
It's like she was encouraging it in Destin, remember?
Oh, Yeah, you're
Yes.
right.
And that's something I feel like you said, like she should have drawn the line at that and like, look, son, don't do that. Like, do not do that.
Right.
Like,
As a
don't try to take
mother,
them kids from that girl. Like, after all everything, like you said, as a mother, if she had have been any type of real damn mama, because I feel like if Mel would have been like, well, I don't know, because Miss Van, Mel probably need full custody, but like let's say like how they came up with the agreement to do half and half. I feel like if Mel just would have been like, oh, I'm just gonna, I know I want the kids all the time. I don't even want him to look at the kids. I think Mama Van would have been like, Mel, think about what you're trying to do, why you're trying to do it.
She would not have encouraged that. And that's how you know that Mama Van and Mel are real ones. Because even though Mel can't stand this ninja's guts, she will not take away the fact that the children love their father. She's never done that, and she's never taken that away from him. And she also said that if he didn't do anything else, he was a great help around the house as a dad. Like, she never took that accolade away from him. And so that's why I'm like, look, this woman could have been nasty in your divorce. Not only did you cheat on her, you besmirched her name. Like, you was doing so much crap, and you had this bird calling her and getting online and saying stuff and just disrespecting her to the fullest. And she still said, let's do 50-50 custody because I feel the kids need to be around you just as much as me. She never try to make herself more important in their life than he was. So why would he try to do that?
Especially knowing that she knew that he brought the kids around her too. Remember, she had said that since season 2. She was like, you had them around her. So even with knowing that, she still was like, you know what? The kids still deserve their father, and was willing to do 50-50. And I agree with you wholeheartedly. I don't think Miss Van would, she wouldn't encourage full custody unless she felt like there was a danger or a reason to need full custody. If there was a reason, which I mean, we all know that there was one. That's the only reason why she would encourage it.
Yeah. I feel like we can't even compare that situation because of Martell, but I feel like now then like it's to the point to where she would be like, okay, whatever. But I feel like if Mel just would have been out the blue, like, I'm about to tell them full custody, whatever, and they would have been being cordial, trying to get everything working in order and stuff like that, right? And I think Mama Van would have stepped in like, Mel, don't do that.
Absolutely.
Because you might be mad at whatever. Like, at the end of the day, y'all agreement as it is working out. This and that. That's if things have been working how it was supposed to be working.
Right. But, everything was amicable. Absolutely.
Yeah, so Mama just peed me off like completely. Okay, y'all, let me see where we're at. Okay, we
278 and it's 374 in the chat. Can we get to 300? Can we get to 300?
Dropping the link. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Anonymous. I was about to call you S. McNeil by mistake. Please forgive me.
Please forgive me. My bad.
It's anonymous, guys, not to be confused with S. McNeil. Okay.
We're gonna have to get her to change that to anonymous on the thing so we don't make that mistake.
Right.
Okay. More, and I'm gonna drop the link. Also, y'all, we're gonna have to get on and cut loose because it's been an ordeal. It's been an ordeal. All right. Make sure y'all look at the video and see if you have hit the like button. If you have not, please do so now. We need 6 more before the link is dropped. Okay.
Free way to
support the channel. Absolutely.
Just going
Because
on
I can't wait to
ahead.
hear what they think about this show last night. Because I'm gonna be honest, y'all. My assessment before they come up, I actually thought it was a good show. I thought it kept me interested from the time it started to the time it ended. I didn't think that it was a lot of fluff in there. I feel like every scene I was interested in seeing what was happening with that scene. And I feel like the louder I talk, the more my husband snores. Why? Um
Well, I can't hear. I don't know if
okay,
anything.
good. Cause I'm just like, what in the world? I'm
I,
walking away.
All
It's
right,
I
so
know
there
that's how
funny.
it be though.
But yeah, it
there
was a great show, y'all. It was good. I thought it was good. And I don't know if y'all watched Carlos King's interview with Mel, but that was equally good. That interview was excellent.
I'm gonna watch that interview and then maybe we can talk about that on Patreon
Tuesday.
and then on the Gossip Girls, because y'all know we got Gossip Girls coming up Tuesday.
Yes.
Mhm.
And it's on my channel this week. So
Yeah.
we'll be talking about that on Tuesday. And I gotta come up with a day that we're gonna do for Patreon, because I know y'all want to talk about it on Patreon because we had to cut loose. Hey, pretty girl 96, and we're gonna try to kind of like mimic how brown skin do it when it first come up. They can say their little piece, and then we'll give the next person a chance. We always gonna cut in. That ain't no thing, but
Hey, pretty girl. Hey, anonymous.
Hello,
Hey
Bente.
guys.
You can call me S. McNeil. I at least.
Yes, okay, cool. Because sometimes, it's a natural reaction.
We be
But
It
slipping up.
depends if your Jeremy speaks. How you doing, Jeremy?
Oh my
Love
God.
Wait. You came up here cutting up, Anonymous.
Sure did. In my opinion, allegedly. He cut
Oh
up.
my God.
He cut up 2 days ago. I laughed. I said he confirmed everything I said. There you go, baby.
Ooh.
Anonymous just acting a mess.
Yeah, he said he was the shite starter. So I said, okay.
And I was on that panel because I was at Deep Conversations with Sean, and I was there.
Yeah,
man.
everybody got quiet.
Angie?
All the women were like, okay.
Hi, drop the mic. Hi, brown skin. Hi, Tay.
Hey,
everyone.
Angie. And hey, whoever else. Who else is here?
Yes.
Who's Jay?
Pretty
Yeah.
girl.
That's pretty girl 96. I don't think she's ever been up here before. Have you ever been up here before?
Hey, pretty girl.
This
Hey,
is my
pretty
first
girl.
time.
Hey,
Oh.
Welcome. She's been up on my panel plenty of times.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew I seen your name.
Well, brown skin.
How you
Well,
doing today?
I'm
the
just like,
first
hey, this episode though made me mad. Miss Marlene, Miss Betty,
Mhm.
like I can't with these mamas. Like I can't.
I know.
And I mean,
Like,
and what about Betty saying like, I'm not apologize. You know me, I never apologize.
ma'am, you have been talking about Melanie and Martell since 2020. What are you talking about?
Right. That's weird.
oh yeah, I want to
bet
get
they
to that.
I bet they cool with Martell.
Right.
Who is this?
Oh, absolutely. And they're cool with the lady that threw a whole chair at her daughter's head. It don't make sense. She threatened your daughter bodily harm and you walked in her shop with flowers, but you not going to apologize or say nothing to mend the relationship with a woman that, I'm sorry, what you say you thought? She thought she calls your daughter ghetto? She is ghetto.
Right. And
For her husband walking around that house with those pants sagging like that and his whole butt is out. It's ghetto.
That part, that looked nasty.
for real.
I mean,
hate to see that.
Wait a minute, y'all. It's
on
somebody in the
camera.
seen them before. Kinda, can you cut your camera on so I can see that you're a real person? Because the screen is just black. This a scammer, ain't it?
It's not Jeremy. Hi, Jeremy.
Don't let them persons up because they will flash you, Tay.
I'm not letting them up. I want to see how big it is. What you gonna be flashed?
Only Anthony can be looked at,
right
y'all.
here. Flash it right here. So I can see if it's worth you coming up.
Tay is a plum fool.
Okay, hey, kinda.
A mess.
I want to see what you're working with.
So yeah,
Oh, man.
Mel said it last on that interview.
You can
she
take
did
your
with
camera
Carlos
off.
King.
Can y'all see them?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hello?
You can turn your camera off if you like.
Okay, you can turn your camera off now if you want.
Okay. Hello?
Hey, this your
Yes,
first time.
ma'am.
You was about to flash us. Look at me excited.
On Easter too. Calm yourself down, Tay.
Right. Change the mask.
She was like, I want to see what it looked like. I won't even be offended.
He's a mess. A whole mess. Do you know how to turn your cam off?
Hello?
It's off.
Yeah.
I don't see her up here no more.
No, she's
She
there,
up
but
here.
it looks like she's holding the camera part to like clear it. Yeah. So if
Yeah.
you look at the bottom, it should have stop cam. If you press that, it'll take you off the camera.
And then we can see
Next to
your
the mute.
okay. That's why I can't see anything.
Okay.
There you go.
There you go.
Perfect.
Okay.
So what do you think?
Here, pretty girl.
I'm sorry.
Like Betty, girl, and then you talking about you ain't never gonna apologize. Like it's a Wonder Part 2. It's
Yeah.
basically Wonder Part 2.
Yep.
I wanted to add to that on the interview she did with Carlos King yesterday. She said that because Carlos King brought it up, he said, "Oh, what do you think about people thinking that I'm bringing them on to replace Dusty and Wanda?" I believe he said, and she just went like, okay, whatever, But what she did say was that how did he? Hold on, I wrote my notes down. Anonymous knows. I wrote my notes
Yeah,
down.
she's the professor now. Angie is the professor.
Yeah, while you're getting your notes, let me read this super chat. It's AJ. Thank you for the super chat. It's the fact that Miss Courtney not only sagging,
too.
oh my God, and wearing a canvas beauty shirt too damn small for his big ass. I'm sure they can't afford bigger shirts for him with that 40 mil network. Thank you so much. For one, we got money. Second part, Courtney, why was those pants sagging? I told you how he tried to stretch that shirt out. Like
it is prison. It is prison. It is prison view of what he wants. That's what that is, allegedly, in our opinion.
Did you guys see that link I sent you guys?
I like Courtney.
I know, but you pull your pants up.
But
did you guys see that?
Quiet, but if you popping off, you can pop off because you're gonna knock him right out. Like he ain't gonna even say nothing to him. If the guy say something back to you, he just gonna boom and one hit or quit him and y'all just
he definitely gives me that he's not a BAN at all. He's
Right.
he doesn't give me a BAN vibes. Now I thought he should pull your pants up. Okay, I was like, pull your pants up, Courtney. But even the way he was talking to Courtney not Destiny, her name
Stormy.
Oh yeah, even he was even he was with his comments. I found it. I kind of tickled. It wasn't like condescending disrespect that to me you get from my brother. It was more or less like I said, and
drop the mic. You sound like you're a robot, honey.
Sorry.
Yeah, you sound like a robot.
Okay, we got somebody else in the studio. No Lies Inspired. Is that what it is? You can cut your camera off. I see you now. You're looking good on this Easter morning, unless you want to be up on camera because you're looking good.
Hello.
But I do think that's Courtney's style. I think Courtney likes to sag his pants.
Courtney,
guys, can you hear me? I'm getting scared, brown skin and Tay, and drop the mic and the rest of the panel if that's his style.
If you
Oh.
want to go
Well,
off of camera,
like,
the bottom and see the stop camera. Okay, there you go. You still fine.
can you hear me better now,
Yeah,
or should I
that's
down and
that's
come
some prison
back up?
loving. That's some prison loving that I'm seeing.
Oh.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
Drop the.
Yes, we can hear you.
Right. This is my first time on the panel. I just want to say hello to everybody. I'm not hearing I'm hearing you guys talking at the same time. So I think I have a problem.
Oh.
So I just want to say what I have to say and leave. This is my first time on any live, so I'm not really au fait with
Oh, you may have a window open.
Oh,
Do
let
you
me
have
see.
another YouTube
Yes,
open? If
yes.
you do, close that YouTube and then you'll hear it better.
Just
No,
StreamYard, yeah, because when you come into
the
the thing,
okay.
it brings you to another app.
Right. Yes. Yes. That was the problem because I was wondering what's going on. Right. So Tay, I watch you all the time. Brown Skin, I watch you all the time. This is my first time joining any panel. Right. I was just working out on the bike, listening to you, and I said, okay, let me just hop on. Right. So it's my first time. So thank you guys. Based on
Welcome.
thank you. Based on your commentary, and if you hear my accent, I'm from the islands. I'm from Grenada, right?
We like it.
Hello.
Thanks.
I love Grenada.
You've been
Hello,
there before?
can you hear
Yeah.
me?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
Are
can
you able
hear
to hear
you.
me?
right. So based on your commentary this morning about Kimmy and Melody's interaction and that it seemed fake, I did not think that it seemed fake. I think that Melody was being very cautious because Kimmy was trying to pull information from her about her new boo. And so Melody was just giving her straight to the point answer, yes, no, yes, because Melody didn't want to give off more than she wanted. She wanted to keep that aspect private, which is what she said in her confessional. So that's what I thought. The conversation that I thought was fake was Stormy and her family. The conversation between she and her husband, I think it was they discussed, okay, this is what we're going to talk about on camera, but they did not go into the details. So so it wasn't authentic. So when she was trying to articulate, this is her point, it wasn't coming across. She was just saying, I want a baby, I want a baby. Not why, not this is what we went through and I'm over it and I would like to have another sibling for my son. It was just surface conversation. So to me, they said, okay, this is what we're going to say. I'm going to say I want it and you're going to say no. There was no deeper conversation. I mean, to me, if you're having a conversation, that's a deep conversation, that's a deep issue. Get down to it, discuss it, your feelings. So it wasn't authentic to me at all. When they were discussing Melody, that's when I saw the authenticity, because what Betty was saying was real. Her feelings towards Melody, it was real. So when when they're talking about Melody in this negative way, you could see it's emotive. You could see that what they are feeling, what they are saying and what they are feeling is true, right? But this conversation between she and Courtney, no, that was fake. It's just for storyline.
I agree 1,000%.
Yeah, and
I did say that in my review.
Yeah,
me too.
And Stormy, she got some advice from Melody as to how to be on camera. So she's trying to do that, but you could see it's not authentic. So she's trying to play the coy. I don't want to say this, oh mom, whatever, but it's still not genuine. When Stormy is the ghetto ratchet girl and you see that on camera, that's what you connect with because that's her. That's her. That's what you connect with. Not this kind of, oh mom, what you say affects me. That's not true. That's not genuine. And one thing I want to follow on about is the timeline. When they had the reunion, when was the reunion?
It was filmed October.
Right.
It didn't air till January.
Okay. So
but the filming ended in August. Okay. So that means they didn't talk for 2 months, not 4 months, like she said.
Okay, yeah, I'm getting to that. So, okay, that happened, and the when the reunion was airing, Melody tweeted out whatever she tweeted. No, not Melody tweeted out about the recording, and Betty Krueger, I love that name. Betty Krueger came out and tweeted whatever. Right? So that happened. When that happened, January, we said. When did they start filming?
December.
Yeah, I think they started back filming December.
Oh, okay. Because I thought they started filming later. So when I looked at it and I was like, okay, the issue between Stormy and Melody has to do with what Betty tweeted. So why would I come to you now and talking about not being in contact when this thing happened? So, okay, now that I realize they started filming before the tweet. Is that true?
No, no, that actually would have been after the tweet, because the tweet happened at the last episode when Stormy went to visit Mel. She was getting a massage, and then it ended that episode with
showing a recording to motel.
Right. And him having his little wine launch or whatever.
December 17th. It was December 17th because they showed those tweets on the show. So it was around December 17th, which is my baby's birthday, my youngest daughter. And she so it was around that time. So that conversation had to happen even after the tweets that they were having.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So if I am supposed to have a conversation with you, the conversation now would not be about we haven't spoken in 2 months. The conversation would be to address what my mother said, or to address to you when you tweeted about the recording. What were you talking about, me, or were you talking about Martel? That would be the issue, not about we haven't spoken for 3 months. I mean, I don't get it. There's something more pressing now than we not speaking. The issue, the elephant in the room, is that my mother said something about you, and my mother thought what you tweeted was in response to me. So that is what we have to address, not the lack of communication. So it's fake. This thing about is just a storyline.
I love your commentary.
It's a recycled storyline, right?
Yeah. So, Mel, we haven't spoken. No, address the fact that my mother thought that you tweeted about me. Address that. And that's why Melody was like, what's going on? Because that is what Melody really wants to address, not the fact that we haven't been in communication. So that's it, guys.
And Melody said Melody said on the interview with Carlos that that in that instance right there where they're trying to have that communication, that she didn't know she felt that way because they're not close like that. And Stormy established that. Stormy told her that we are not close like that. We're getting to know each other. So for her to turn around and act like, oh, why haven't you called me in 4 months? Or, offended, basically. Over that, it made no sense because you're the one that told me we're not cool like that. So how are you getting offended?
Right.
That's how I took it, but I don't know.
I took it that when Stormy said the part about I don't when she said in her confessional, when Mel was saying, well, you could have DM'd me or whatever, and she was like, and she said in the confessional, like, none of my friends would dare tell me to DM them or whatever. And for a male piece, I'm quite sure none of her friends' moms have ever been on a public platform talking about her like a damn dog.
That's what she said on Carlos King last night.
This is some ghetto trash. I'm just letting you know I don't like bitter Bia, mean and surly Betty. Stormy can go the way of the dodo too. Take the smarts with you. I'm done.
About that situation with because she even went back further, so she is listening to us, because you know how we did the investigation and we found out that Betty Krueger had been talking about her since back in 2012. So she brought that up in the interview last night with Carlos King. She said, because Carlos King asked her, what do you think about her? And she said, I think she's weird, or I think it's weird what she did, because what mom of my friends would who I'm a mom. I wouldn't sit there and talk about my kids' friends like the way she talked about me, something like that. She said, she goes, I think she's weird, and I think so too. You know, that means that she's been looking at her as a reality star, not as someone she's, you know, like fellowship. You know what I mean? Like,
They're big fan. They were fans. That's the problem. They were fans, and now they're on the show, and it's not authentic. Is fake.
Yeah, but she's ugly. Have you? Who, as a mother, have you seen be so ugly and ugly? Even when she wears her glasses, she looks ugly. I'm like, what? This is some ugly chick here. That's an ugly chick.
That's mad. She's mad.
I mean, she can't even smile. I think her smile would go to a frown. It's just like, what is this?
She has
I think her spirit is mean. She's mean. To me, what I get from her is, I mean, I get from her is that she has mean spirit. So it's transforming to her face, and it's making her face mean and hard. That's what I don't get as much ugly.
Yeah, but it's that mean and surly.
Something in the background. Can they cut it off?
That's what I don't get.
Is somebody speaking?
Happy Easter, everyone. I'm not sure if anybody can even hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I'm Nina, guys. I spelled Nins. I don't know who that is. I'm Nina. Hi, Tay. Hi, everyone. Love the chat. Just wanted to say Happy Easter, and that there were a lot of good points made, but I want to mention on Carlos' interview, Carlos and the Queen. Okay. He gave Melody so many flowers, and they cleared up a lot of things. And I was so happy to hear that.
They did.
About how people were brought on, Destiny, and what's the girl's name? The you know, that's what's up.
Stormy.
Who do that's what's up? They got it down pat. They do it very well. But I will have one very serious question. Who put all those centipedes? It's about 500 of them in the mom's head. What's mama name?
She looked like Medusa.
Those,
she looked like Medusa.
What in the world was that? Ants? What was that?
A lot, y'all. Sisters are nice, but hers are stars, so they're not plump yet. I used to have them, and they are beautiful when they are mature. Her baby love.
Your phone's breaking up again. Drop the mic. You're breaking up again.
Yeah, that looked like Medusa. I was gonna turn into stone. Right?
Girl, the Zulu demon or somebody. I don't know. I don't know who did that. I don't know where the idea came from. Okay. And I'm not looking my best girls, but God. And look at these big glasses. I am tripping out.
You look good compared to her, baby. God.
You do look cool. You do look good.
Guys,
it's a difference.
You know what? If you only know how dingy I am right now, I put these glasses on and they made it look like, oh, she's fashionable. She got it going on now. I'm fronting and stunting right now, girl.
Guys, I'm going to leave the chat. Happy Easter to you all.
Happy Easter.
Well, happy Easter.
And just one more thing. When they talk about Mel is not a friend, is friends about words or about actions? Because as we can see, Mel actions prove that she's a friend because she brought on all of them. That's enough. That's enough to say that you're a true friend because I brought you on. I went to bat for you and brought each and every one of you on. So to me, that's a friend. Take care, guys. Bye.
Care.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can y'all hear me better now, or is it still broken up?
No, we can hear
We
you.
hear you better now.
Okay, I just want to say really quick. Yeah, I know I have to play devil's advocate. So what Miss Betty, y'all know that's a habit of mine. So what Betty has in her head is sister locks. And they are baby locks, which means that she just kind of got them started. So they haven't like plumped up yet. So they're in the beginning stage. So that's kind of what they look like. Once they are mature and they look like the style is supposed to look, it's a beautiful hairstyle. Again, her mean, ugly spirit is making everything about her just not look nice. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Medusa. That's what you got. Medusa.
They read.
I had them before and they were beautiful. I'm telling y'all, I just cut mine out, but I love
You
them.
are so right,
Yeah, but
Medusa.
drop the mic.
They
You
might come
smile.
alive. They may start coming alive at night.
That might be why she's so evil.
And you know what?
Y'all are so mean.
Normally,
Is that I don't know if that's people talking or if that's the TV, but
but you know what? I agree. We do have beautiful styles, but and it's her attitude, and that's why the attack is on. You're so ugly acting that, hey, here we go. Here it is. Now, if you were just a beautiful inside out, we'd be like, did you see those small, gorgeous little locks that were the sister locks? I don't
You're
feel
right.
sister. I feel
You're right.
Medusa, a Zulu demon or something like that, and they come alive at night. That's how I feel.
absolutely.
So, yeah, I think it's just because of her
There's
attitude.
some
And
people who, they can be beautiful outwardly, but because their insides are so ugly, it makes everything about them ugly. So I agree with you. Yeah,
Like
she
Latifah.
mini Medusa.
Latifah looked like an orange pumpkin. What was that? What makeup? What was that?
Which are you talking about? Oh, I wonder if I have that
She
picture.
looking
Hold on.
like Snuffleupagus. The teeth and that singles hanging, and then them lashes that would look like they was a 27-piece strip.
She be doing too much. No, what about her outfit to Kimmy's party? What y'all? What y'all
I thought
think
she
about her
wanted to be a
outfit?
Delta. She wasn't an AKA. Is that what it is?
This girl came in a full body suit with shoulder pads and everything. Everyone else in hoodies. She had to upstage Mel, in my opinion.
Yeah, but she didn't upstage Mel. She looked like the bottom of the sewer.
She didn't.
Mel, like, I'm here looking simple and good.
And
Let me
still
get
look
to my
better than you.
Melody had on her she looked so good. Melody had Hotel trying to tell her, please pray for me. Can you pray for me? I need you to pray for me. Will you pray?
Melody has money to be
Hold
able
on,
to take care of herself,
Hold
which
on.
is
We
something.
can't hear you, Tay. That's why. Hold on, y'all. She wants to acknowledge the super chat. We can't hear you, Tay.
Okay.
It's hard to hear you. You sound low.
It's very low.
You sound very
You
low.
want me to do my Tay voice? Hey, but we thank you, Ingrid Pearson, for $10. I photostap a picture of Stormy mother, and when my kids act up, I use it to get behave. They be
not putting a picture in their face like you want to see.
So, in the words of When Tay Talk, we got
money. Good job, Anonymous.
Good job, Anonymous. That was beautiful.
Put a one in the chat if y'all want Anonymous or me. It's gonna be one of us. Either one. One me say, or
she said she put you out.
I love you, Tay.
Anonymous out. Oh my gosh.
So messy.
She did you though. We got money. That was hilarious.
Thank you, Ingrid. Oh, wait. I got another one. I have a Cash App. Yeah. She don't have access to this one. Thank you, Delisha, for the Cash App because we got money. I gotta go find some kids to steal their little Easter eggs. I love dyed Easter eggs. I like the little dyed on the egg.
Not you out here stealing from the kids.
Yeah,
right,
no, Tay, you
right,
cannot take my baby's eggs.
Now you know, Tay is just like Hotel, criminal depraved mind. That's what
Tay, you cannot take your nephew's eggs, Tay.
Anonymous, did you say it's a Detroit thing?
I said Tay is just like Hotel, a criminal depraved mind. She be stealing things, you know.
She said it's a Detroit thing.
Detroit thing, Destiny up here.
You know, that's it. That's the final straw, y'all. I'm about to drop Anonymous. He's so messy.
Well, at least you not phone hacking.
Oh my God. All right. Thank you.
That
Just
part.
with some Easter eggs. I gotta see who has the eggs because I need to have the little dye seeped in on the eggs. That's what I like.
But you know what? I don't think a lot of people dyeing eggs this year because they cost so much. I ain't serious.
They're
The
dyeing
eggs is
potatoes.
expensive.
They're dyeing potatoes instead. Potatoes are the substitute.
For real. They so expensive, y'all. I think it's like what? Almost $10 for not a 12 count, an 18 count or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$5 here at Sam's Club. I used to get the double 18 count from Sam's Club for less than $5. So now
eggs are expensive. We be like, we gonna eat on these eggs all week.
For real.
That's why
Egg salad, egg.
For real.
To not throw that egg, I'm like, he better not throw that egg. My eye was glued to that egg when he had it. I'm like, please.
I only eat egg on Sundays.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's facts. Eggs are way too expensive nowadays.
I know. Keontae, what did you think about the episode? Or Anonymous, were you finished?
I don't know. I don't think you asked me. I didn't say anything.
Me neither, Tay. You just skip it right over.
I mean, I was giving jokes, but I didn't give a critique about the episode at all.
Give your critique.
It's my turn. It's my turn. I'm just kidding.
Okay, let me give a brief 2-second critique.
Okay.
Marlene, it's time for you and your yellow braids to go. Period. You, and I guess I'll say this. I'm a little concerned about how Hotel looked in this episode.
He's depressed, y'all.
Well, it's more than that. He was really kind of acting very manic about asking Melody to pray for him.
Did you see that? I'm not cutting you off, Anonymous. He's like, Mel, can you pray for me? Can you pray for me, Mel? I was like, get the ass out of here.
Yeah, that's why I said I was worried about her. He'd try to walk her to the car. I think he would have done something. And the fact that when he was getting whatever facial he was getting, which made no sense to me, and talking about her praying for him, I think he's in the midst, in my opinion, allegedly, he's in the midst of a collapse, narcissistic collapse. So I know Own doesn't want to admit it, and Carlos, he loves him so much, he thinks he can't do nothing wrong, but that's dangerous right there. He looked dangerous. And I just don't think people are understanding he's not in his right mind.
And it's sad. I agree with you, Anonymous. I listen to you on other platforms as well, and you have a very good insight on the mental. I wish they would recognize that the show is not good for Martel. It is actually hindering his healing process. And I think somebody said maybe put him on a hiatus with pay, because he cannot handle those interactions. And Mel
Correct.
even said that he gets reality TV in real life confused.
Yeah.
He needs to step away from that situation. Now, Mel is much stronger, but Martel is not strong enough to handle the interactions. And, it's not helping him at all being on that show. Not right now.
It's getting him to be very dangerous. And I think if 2 weeks ago, What's True, which Drop the Mic has reported, and others, he did something to that peasant. And Melody did get, I think, an emergency custody action, and he's doing the psych eval, but in his mind, as his mother told him, he don't need it. And it's sad. I know in the Black community, people are scared about getting therapy, but you get an option. It's just like choosing an attorney or a doctor. You can choose who you like. You can get people who have a Christian aspect if that's what you're looking for, those who might not have it, a different religious. But you don't have to just take whatever they give you. But the goal is, the great therapist is the one that helps you find yourself, like Melody did. She had to find out who her enemy was. It was her husband.
Yeah, and that's what makes it hard too. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
But with narcissists, you literally have to cut them off like completely. But it makes it hard because of this platform, in a sense, or because of the show. Mel can't completely cut him off like he needs to be cut off. That's why he keeps with these antics. Did you pray? Did you pray for me? Did you pray for us? Did you pray? Like, it's always something with him, and it won't stop till she can completely cut him off.
Yeah, but if she cuts him off, and this is the scary part, if she completely cuts him off, which cuts the show off, that's where he's a Tasmanian devil and everybody's in danger. So this is where corporate needs to come in, the courts. He has to be on an indefinite leave and get his mental health in check. But, you know, there are people who think, like, we got pygmies and other people, and his mother think he ain't done nothing wrong.
I know, but you know what? I could get Mama Marlene together, girl, because you know she on my level. Now we can sit up there and get some of that Inez, and I visualize it. Like, now, Mama, you know your boy throwed off. You know, girl, look, pour me up enough. I would get that. I was like, girl, now you know Martel.
She would pour me a little
just
more.
like his daddy. Girl, now come on, girl. Now you know I'm gonna keep it real with you, girl. The boy throwed off. Let him go and get some counseling, girl. Quit saying he good. You know he ain't.
Right.
Girl, I could just see me and her
I agree with you
We need to get
100%.
paid staff on there to get that and put that scene in.
Right. We gotta link you with Carlos King because
he ain't gonna do that because he thinks she's nothing wrong with him. You get what I mean? That's why it's scary.
And they still think he made a mistake.
Yeah, but if you notice, they really must hate women. That's what I'm starting to figure out. They don't like women who understand that they can say no and set boundaries. They really can't stand that. And that's why I say, you know, Melody probably is hearing us, the content creators, and we've been her village because we're like, no, we can set boundaries. We can say no. We can try to get good men or women to be in our circle. We don't have to have you who want to unalive me. You know, I don't need to be with you when you hate my guts. That's why I'm like looking at, you know, I know Angie's going to talk about Carlos. He said he's a millimeter. What kind of BS came out of your mouth? You're not a millimeter. You don't like Melody. You wouldn't put her in harm and danger with your lover, Hotel, in my opinion, if you cared about her. I'm sorry. You don't. So you know, you just like to lie.
Anonymous, he was sucking up to the millimeters, honey. That's all that
he didn't
was.
suck up to me because I wrote in this thing going millimeter really.
He was trying not to step on the toes, honey. He was treading very lightly.
I can't stand him because I know he's put her in harm.
Do we have any what?
Do he have moderators in his chat?
I don't think he ever goes live. Carlos King, you mean?
No, he didn't go live, but I put a response
video. He pre-records it and drops it. He has never gone live. He doesn't even have the tab because he hasn't dropped a live yet. So it's always pre-recorded.
About when Martel was saying to Melody in the bar, like, do you see how desperate he looked when he was like, why are you doing this to me? When he was asking the prayer, and he was like, why are you doing this to me? What you think about that part?
Well, that's why I said I thought he was going to do something to her and strangle her. I hate to say it, but he looked like he was going to lunge at her.
Like I did not.
He was definitely
so different than how.
I'm sorry, you guys are low, and I'm talking over people. I'm sorry, I can't. I didn't mean to do that, but yeah, he was having a bad moment. He wasn't doing well.
Yeah.
He looked huge. He looked huge.
I have to go back and watch that. I didn't see that, y'all, but I wasn't looking for it either. So I'm definitely gonna go watch that.
And all he kept asking her about, what about the prayer? What about the prayer? He couldn't think about anything else. He was like, what about, did you think about the prayer? What about the prayer? It was nothing. He never talked about anything else, I don't think.
He was fixated on it. I did peep that, but I didn't like watch his mannerisms. I'm gonna have to watch that because he was like, so how, like he kept saying, what about the prayer? But what did y'all notice that is alarming y'all?
He kept trying to walk. His
energy was low. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Sorry.
He kept trying to walk towards Mel, like off to the side. If you notice, like Mel was, I think it was like Kimmy and Maurice. Mel was like next, and he was on the opposite side. I think where Maurice was, and he kept trying to find his way to slide over where Mel was, and he kept saying, "Why are you doing that to me, Mel?" It's like, what's wrong with you? Like he could not. He couldn't think about anything else but that prayer. But you know, there is something going on with Martel. Even inside of his confessionals, he was off. He wasn't the the Martell that we know. Now we know he's arrogant, but this one was questionable. Like it's suspect. Something's going on with him. He was like, I'm not bothering you. I'm not doing nothing. So, I just want to work on. And it's like, Martell, you've done so much to Mel. You've talked about her body parts. You called her a bad mother. You said how she wasn't washing your children. You done accused her for everything but the child of God. And you expect for this lady to forgive you. And I did understand why Mel was like, okay, yeah, I'll pray. And I think she only did that is for him to get out of her face. And I think she does things to kind of appease his behavior because she knows that he's a loose cannon. She mentioned it to Carlos King, like he can't separate the two. And she said it's gotten to the point where she wanted to walk away from this show. And Carlos King, and I'm just being honest, from his face, it let me know, like, you don't know how bad it's gotten for her. You don't.
Yeah.
That's why I said
he was shocked. He was like, that's exclusive.
Yeah, but that's why
that interview was good. It was very good.
When you deal with a narcissist, as much as we want to keep it televised as far as his reaction and how he's treating her, the thing is they literally need to be cut all the way off, or it's going to continue. He's not going to be able to decipher the difference between reality and reality TV. So
because it's supposed to be no contact with the narc. Yeah, no contact.
Cut him off. Yeah.
And he's also one more show.
Yeah, but this is the.
He still have a supply when they're on the show.
There's a show, exactly.
That's why I said that show is not helping him. It's like he's a demon right now. He has it on his back, and it's just he's really got to. I don't know. He's got to that. He needs to get away from that show. He doesn't have the self-discipline mentally or really physically. He does not have that self-discipline. He's not grounded enough to be on that show, interact with Mel, deal with the feedback, with the blogs and everything, and with the children. He's just not equipped. And he really somebody needs to just take him away. And I know it's about money, but I'm sure Carlos can figure something out, let him get a little money, but he needs to be able to step away. It's not good for him. Mel can handle it. She's not comfortable, but she can handle it. He cannot. And that's mainly the problem. That's why, men pretty much leave off where they left off at. They can see you the next day or 10 years later and be right back. Like, they just stay in that place. He really needs to, because he's mentally, I think he's had some type of trauma as a child. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if he was abused in any type of way, but I feel like that's why he's stuck in some manner. Even with, and I don't know, he trusts his family, but he says he doesn't trust Mel's brother. So did something happen to you as a child? Why are you like, what's going on? Is something going on? I don't know.
But if you remember do you remember his uncle? Go ahead, Tay.
Yes.
I think that
do you remember
cover up something with what happened. That's why she keeps saying stuff like, what's wrong with you or something like that. I think that she's trying to cover up, like she's trying to appease him because maybe one of her boyfriends or something like that did happen to him, and she probably feels guilty about it. And that's why he's so adamant about Mel's brother or whatever the case may be, beside him being a jerk about it. But I wanted to go to Beverly's question. Do y'all think he might be medicated? Do y'all think the therapist, because
yes,
Martell look physically different now?
He was, you could tell that he is on medication. And I'm only going to say that just because I work in the healthcare industry, and that's the reason why I said something. He's off. He is on medication.
Oh my God, hold on.
Am I echoing?
That was me, I'm sorry.
Okay, so I do believe that Martell is on some type of medication. That is why, because he's a lot more calmer. But people that are on medication, their demeanor is changed. I believe that he is on something. What it is, I don't know. But I think when he's off of it, he's a loose cannon.
It could be some type of mood stabilizer or something like that, allegedly.
Or something for anxieties, because he's not going to admit it, but he probably has that issue as well. And the only thing about those type of meds, because I've been on a mild anxiety, nothing, extreme, but you just can't cold turkey not take those. They will, what the side effects will take you into like an emotional shift.
Yeah.
Everything will come down at one time on you. So I don't know, but remember we used to talk about Mike Tyson when he was first coming out, and he was wild and crazy, and then you could tell the difference from him being medicated. We was like, where's the old Mike? You could tell the difference. And I'm just using him as an example, but you could tell the difference in his moods when they actually started giving him medication, and he changed a lot. He wasn't like, we missed it, but you could tell it was like a big difference. It was.
I do remember that. You talk about Mike Tyson, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I do remember that very well. And he was different. And he had the same type of like kind of almost like aggression. But then when he was on it, he was like real subdued. And then you could tell when he wasn't on it because he was a loose cannon. Like it was almost exact the same. I remember.
Yep. And because we talked about it, I remember us like recognizing that. And it's weird. It's kind of weird. You want them to be themselves, but then, so I don't know. They may need to just figure out maybe if he is on it, maybe work with a couple of different things. You know what I mean? Because you hate to see somebody not have that bright light. You know what I mean? Which, like I said,
they're gonna have to try different ones. Like
away.
They probably had to try him on something strong just to kind of even him out. And now they're gonna probably go through, if he continues with the treatment. This is all alleged. This is all us just speculating. If he continues with the treatment, they will have to tweak and try different formulas and cocktails out till they get it right. Because just because you prescribe something for someone doesn't mean that, it's going to work immediately. It may not work with that type of disorder or whatever it is. So they may have to tweak it, and they will eventually get it right if he continues with treatment, which I pray he does.
I do too, and I think that if he's willing to do that and take meds, he is trying to make an effort. Now, I'll give him that. Because nobody can make him do that. You know what I mean?
Or it's a court order to make him go.
To go, but does that make him take meds too?
Yeah, what? Allegedly, he was bipolar, and he always had to take medicine.
Oh, okay. Okay.
One thing I want to say. Do you guys remember that player that took his life? The football player, Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah.
Didn't he kill somebody else prior just before?
On the line.
Oh, don't say that word.
I'm sorry. No, he unalived. A bad incident occurred. I apologize. I do remember that. And he was a football player. Yeah. He could have had some type of injury.
So the reason why I'm saying that is, that a lot of football players that do play football, if it's a high school or pro, that they do because of the head injuries that they sustain. Also, could that be playing a role into Martel's behavior as well? Because he did play football, and he has some traits of someone that has suffered for something and he can't get through it, or something happened as a child. What it was, I don't know. I don't want to speculate that, but there is something internally wrong with him. And I don't think with Mel divorcing him, it triggered it even more. His lifestyle being taken away triggered him even more. So that's why I kind of feel like, is he dealing with some injuries that he had to his brain while he was playing football? Is it more deeper than what they know? What is it?
And the thing about that is, and I keep interrupting, I hate that, y'all, I'm sorry. The thing about that is that they don't really are able to diagnose people like that until they've actually
passed on.
After maybe they have gone on or something like that. It's something like because they have to get deep into the brain to even see that. That's what's so crazy. But I know that he's very ego driven, and he has to understand you cannot lead by ego. You can't live that way. It's going to keep you from being vulnerable and open. And so he got a lot of work to do. That's all. I'm going to leave it alone because I keep jumping in. But yeah.
To me, I feel like Martel lives with a sense of entitlement. And when he does not get his way, he tends to act out into people basically give him what he wants. And the one thing Mel is not giving him is an opportunity to come home.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's acting out right now. And when I watched him on that show, I was like, you trying to sit here and tell us that this prayer is about co-parenting. You ain't hounding that woman about co-parenting. You want the old thing back.
Yeah.
When he said, why you do me like that? I was like, dude, go sit down.
So so I just want to go back to Kimmy for a second. Did you see in that scene where her and Mel was talking? Kimmy's scene disheveled. Did you see her? Did you see her hair? And I do want to say this, and y'all know the only reason why I'm saying this is because I have gone through what she is battling. So I'm only speaking from experience. If you notice that with Kimmy's age, she has since she started chemo and radiation, she's aged, and you can see it all in her face. Not only that, I could tell last night when you look at Kimmy's hands, her hands they're black because of the radiation and chemo. But I think it more so comes from the radiation. Now, when you do, depending on the form of chemotherapy medicines that she's given. Now, for me and my situation, I had the red devil. That's what they call the first phase of my treatment was the red devil. And when they said it's the red devil, it really is what they call the red devil, meaning the medication is red. When it's flowing through your body, it is burning. So that's what they call the first portion of mine. That's what it is. So I also noticed that her nails, they're also all that's black, and that is a part of some of the side effects of going through chemo. Like my nails turned black. I didn't have to do radiation because I chose to do a full double mastectomy, but Kimmy's was in her lymph nodes, so she had no choice but to do radiation. But if you notice, Kimmy is aging, and her hands were very dark. And I can also tell that. So after you have your major surgery, they usually typically, I don't know if she chose to remove everything. I don't know. But I could tell that her expanders, meaning her breast implants that she has, they usually put what they call temporary expanders. If you notice how huge they were last night, she was about to bust out of that dress. And for me, I only can speak for me because even when I went through them, the doctor had made mine so big. I told him, I said, please don't put no more fluid in there because these things are hurting my back. And I know when I do my final surgery, I don't want them this big. I don't. But if we notice, Kimmy is aging. Kimmy is tired. She's tired. And you can see that wig was telling me everything. I said, Kimmy looked disheveled.
Well, you know what? Let me ask you something,
Keontae, I agree with you. One thing I would say is, obviously she's battling her health.
Yeah.
I can only imagine what she's going through living in that house with them. I'm sorry. Dealing with Maurice in the Kiowa situation, dealing with Maurice in the fact of whatever Monster's doing. She was doing everything before she got diagnosed. And now it's like, is she still doing everything?
Right. And in my opinion, that's the reason she got sick, because of the toxicity, the underlying toxicity in that marriage.
Yeah.
Trying to live up to these standards and do everything. That will make you sick. You have to watch what situations you're in, and you wonder why you end up feeling a certain way because you're internalizing a lot of things that are going on, and you're putting up with it, and you're doing. Yeah, you can get sick. You know what I mean?
And I know that a lot of people keep saying that she's saying that she didn't have surgery. The reason why I'm saying that she probably has had the surgery is because when you go through the process of breast cancer, you go through different stages of surgery because you're normally going to have, like for me, I had a total of 5 surgeries. Okay, I did. And so the only reason why I know everyone's saying in the chat, well, her breast has always been that big. Her breast has, but her breast that's inside of when they're talking about her confessional, I can tell that those are expanders because Kimmy's breast was not that big, but she probably has had the first phase of surgery. She just haven't had the final phase of surgery because there's a beginning, a final, and then if you have reconstructive surgery, which I had that twice, and I want to do it again, but I'm just dreading not to. And the only reason why I would do it again is because when they did the double mastectomy, they take out so much tissue. So with them taking out so much tissue, that bust lift that women that have their tissue have, I don't have it no more. So I kind of can see the indents from my implants, but it's only because they took out so much tissue. And I wish I would have went bigger now that the doctor said it, but that's a decision that I would have to make. But I don't think that I would do it again just because it does a lot to you. It does.
You probably look so fabulous, and I'm glad that you recovered.
Yes, and the only reason why I know a lot of people give Kimmy like hell, but this battle that she's fighting is heavier than anything, and I don't think that Maurice is being as supportive as he should as a husband, and I think he's wearing her down even more because you could tell that Kimmy is tired, and I also think that during this time that she's going through this, Maurice should have been man enough to say, I'm going to send Monster to his mother so we could go through this together, because her having to worry about Monster, Maurice, her health, and now that we know her father has passed on, it's no telling how much this has affected her mentally. And so
I think she's going to walk away from that marriage.
It could be. I mean, because when you go through something like this, that's life changing, that you don't know if you're going to make it out in the end, or you're hoping that the medication that they're giving you is working and your body is going to be receptive to it. Once you come out at the end, you're not going to be the person that you went into it now. Because my mom would say, even if I put her on here, she'd be like, you were so sweet, you know, this, that. Now you just be like a no filter zone. Like, if you cross me, I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to hold you right there and I'm going to tell you how I feel. And she said, it's because I felt that you went through something that was life changing. And when I say that, I was healthy. I was a healthy woman. They said that when I went into chemotherapy, that I was the healthiest of any women that they normally see. When I tell you, when I got down to down to maybe the 11 or 12, when I tell you that I was depleted, I was depleted. I had no energy, no nothing. I was sick as a dog. So I can only imagine, you know, what Kimmy is feeling in this moment. My heart goes out to her, but I think that Maurice is going to push her to be like, I ain't dealing with your ass. Bye.
Right. She's going to say, at what cost? My health is not worth this. My peace is not worth this. I think she's going to realize that that relationship has cost her more than what she realizes. You know what I mean? And I feel her. I would like, you know what? This is, you know, I think that's just me in my opinion, you know, I don't know, but she seems like the type of person that once she realizes and actually sees that a lot of this is because of what I've been in this relationship, all these things. I mean, she's probably had some good things going on, but that's too much for anybody's shoulders.
Yeah.
And
I think Jalen alluded to that too, when he said, I never see my mom even cry till y'all came in the scene, pretty much.
Yeah. I kind of got the impression that they may have been arguing before Mel got there.
He didn't want her to come over there.
That might have been it.
Well, let me ask you this on a lighter note. Keontae, did you have a lot of medications when you were going through your process? Because sometimes I think Kimmy just be on something. Like at that reunion, Kimmy looked like, child, I'm feeling real good right now. And I'm going to tell everybody just what's on my mind. She just seemed like she just got a little mad to keep her, you know, a little, you know.
Yeah, that is true. So when I was going through, so when I would go to my appointments and, the first portion of it, I would have at least, if I can remember, I would have 7 bags. That's how many bags I would get. And then because of all with the with the bag dripping, you're going through the process, your body begins to um, have reactions, or your body's going through certain things that are not normal. So when I started, I think the doctor initially gave me 4. And by the time that I was like deep into it, I had at least 10 medications that I was taking daily just to kind of be able to function. Because you do develop anxiety. I did. I also developed what they call chemo brain, that I would forget things that wasn't me, not normal. Um, your your
Lord, me
your
too,
uh
child.
your your sex drive, it changes. You don't have it. And also they tell you when you first start chemotherapy that you're not supposed to be intimate with your partner because you can transpose the drugs that you're taking to
Oh,
their
wow.
body. So with Kimmy and with Maurice has put out there, he's some little freakadeek, like he likes
Yeah.
that. There's no way
Ew.
that Kimmy is being able to be intimate with him, especially if you're going more than once a week. And when I went, I was going twice a week.
And that's
So,
probably
You know, I don't
stressing
know
her
if he'll
out
be able to grow
too.
with that. He's gonna have to be able to grow with her, honey. Because
yeah,
this is a growth journey, and it's gonna reveal some things. And
yes.
he may not, like I said, my prediction for that's gonna be tough because he's really gonna have to man up and grow up, and some of his demands are not going to be met. Is he gonna be able to deal with that? And
But
she's gonna
even,
be like, I don't have to put up with this, honey. I'm a survivor. And guess what? Get your bags, get your little monster. First of all, why you name that baby monster? When he go to school, he need to go by his real name. Because when you hear monster, especially with younger children, they expect, or younger adults, oh, he's a monster. They have a certain way they want to look at him. He may be dealing with those type of challenges. Call him his real name. I
but didn't
don't
it
want no
seem,
monsters. Okay.
but
I'm
ladies,
sorry, y'all.
didn't it seem like when the episode came on, or previews, whatever it was, and remember, Kimmy was in the kitchen, I believe, and they kind of flashed to Monster. And then, Kiowa was on the phone, right? He was like doing a FaceTime or something. And he turns the phone to Kimmy. To me, it feels exactly to what we're saying. It's that Maurice is trying to keep up issues between the two. And I believe that he's trying to blame Kimmy when it comes to chastising his son. Like, that's kind of what I got out of it, that, Kimmy was like, no, like, you're not going to sit here and put it on me like that. So it's like, when Maurice is doing his bad behavior or things are happening, he loves to switch it and put it on Kimmy. And the only reason why I say that is because in past episodes in the beginning, remember, Maurice was running back talking about Kimmy to Kiowa, and then telling Kimmy what Kiowa is saying. He's just like another doggone Martel. He does the same thing what Martel was doing between Ariane and them. Doing the same thing.
Triangulate. Yeah, that's what you do.
Keontae, you hit it right on the head, because remember the conversation that him and Kimmy had in the bedroom about, well, if you don't give me what I want, I have a right to go get it from somewhere else. I was like, didn't that sound like Martel?
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And you do. Just like I have the right to get it from anybody else because I don't like what you're giving, sir.
That's why he loved Marty. So Marty. Yeah, that's why he loved him so much, honey.
Child.
And you know what? And drop the mic.
That's my guy.
Yes. And you know what? Drop the mic. You said something earlier that made me think different. Earlier, when you first got on the panel, you were talking about how Martel was telling us, when he did that interview, that we were not going to see the kids. It made me think exactly what you said may be true. The reason why he doesn't want those kids to be shown is because something has gone on with the custody adjustment, whatever it is, we don't know, that he don't want the kids to be seen because he want us to have that he want us to still think what we think, that they have that 1 week on and 1 week off, and that's the reason why he said you're not going to see the kids.
Right.
Because why else wouldn't you want to see that? I mean, we started out seeing the Eminem kids, and now all of a sudden, and I think it has nothing to do with that son being on TV. I think it has everything that if we begin to see those kids more with Mel, we will all be able to pace together the scenario and what's going on. Because Mel said that I'm not at liberty to discuss it. So that's why it makes me feel like it's deeper than what we think and what we know, because Mel kind of hints things around the bush with us. But when it came to that, she says, I'm not at liberty. So it further let me know when Martell got his tail up there and he did that interview, he spilled out more information than he should have. And he should have just shut his mouth up. And that is why he does not want us to see the kids, because he don't want us to know that the kids may be with Mel, but Mel keeps dropping hints in her stories and telling us what she's doing. So what is it?
I think.
And then he had the nerve. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say he had the nerve to show something where he had Arion's son, I forget the baby's name, at the gym with him. And I'm like, oh, no. No, that's not going to work. Because if he can get on, and I saw him on YouTube, he was on Keeping Up with the Holt's channel. Guys, I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm supposed to say someone else's channel. I'm sorry. But that I just happened to see it there. And he had the little baby, and they were in the gym together. Yeah, he had him. And I'm like, no, you're not going to do one and don't do the others. That's not working for me. I'm like, I run something. I don't. But I'm just saying I didn't like that.
Yeah.
What I was going to say is I believe it's a court matter between them, or whether or not they can post them online and going forward while they film for the rest of this season. We probably won't, because it is a court matter. When Mel says, I'm not at liberty, that's all court terminology. She can't talk about it. I believe whatever happened during that court hearing they had. And I think a lot of this has to do with money. He tried to use those children to basically put out a book and make money off those kids. I don't think it worked out the way he thought it was going to work out. Only to turn around and watch Melody put out Sugar Mama's line for it to sell out, for her to restock it, and it's still selling. I think Martell is jealous. I think he feels like if he pulls the kids off social media and off television, it would ruin their brand of selling stuff, and Mel can no longer make money off those kids.
Yep.
I also do believe
that, and that was one of the reasons I gave, that he want to stop Mel from making money with the kids, because whenever she's on social media with them, it's all love. When he's on there, they be on his head.
Yeah. I was also going to say, I still do think a small part of it is that we always heard rumors how he was basically causing disturbances on set because they won't, quote unquote, let him film his real life with his baby mama and that baby. A part of me thinks she is pressing the issue with him. So to appease her, I guess he figures he can pull all the kids off of the show and then there won't be any issues. But the problem is, them kids got a different mama. That's all I was going to say about that.
Period. Okay, ladies, I think we have said enough. We've got our grievances out. I want to thank everybody for coming on. Not texting. Uppity, mind your business, listen, okay? But it's Easter. I want everybody to enjoy their Easter. I just came on to give you guys a couple of moments to air out some stuff about that show last night, because it was good to me and it pissed me off as well.
Marlene.
Yes, but it was good, like Marlene and her son. So yeah, so thank you so much. Thank you, LaDon. You're up here and you didn't say anything. Or did you want to say something?
Girl, y'all was saying everything, and I'm making my banana pudding, girl. I'm making my banana pudding. Listen to y'all like, well, I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that. Oh, I was gonna say that. Let them do it while I'm doing my thing. Hey y'all, happy Easter.
Happy
Easter. Same to you. So yeah, we're gonna end it here. Like I said, I want everybody to have a good Easter. Thank you for coming up. Nina, thank you so much for coming up as your first time, and Kinda. Thank you so much. We enjoy your commentary and your thoughts. So you're welcome to come back. Of course, we have our regulars, Keontae, LaDon, and Simply and Anonymous. So yeah.
Nothing but love for you, baby.
Yes. Anonymous. Yes. All right. So we're going to have a good one. And that's it. Bye.
Bye, ladies. Happy Easter.
Bye.